I'm Darlene, and this is Super at 60. Welcome to my home, welcome to my kitchen, and welcome to another Home Sweet Home Christmas Series 2021. Well, I woke up this morning and I thought, you know what? That Christmas day is just looming. It is looming closer and closer every day I get up. And the one thing, honestly, the number one thing that I absolutely have to have ready and on the table Christmas Day is my great-grandmother's Apricot Brandy Pound Cake. It is so delicious. I cannot even remember a Christmas where it wasn't on the table, either brought from my grandmother or from my aunt, or later in years myself, and now only myself, although I think David, my brother David, I think he makes it too. But yeah, it just has to be done. And I think that's the one thing, if it didn't appear on our dessert table, I honestly think my husband and my two grown sons might cry. I'm serious. That's how important it is. Y'all have a dessert or something that you put on the dinner table that, just says Christmas. So that's it. My great grandmother's Apricot Brandy Pound Cake. And I was going to get up this morning and make it anyway. So I thought, hey, turn on the camera and take your friends along with you. So come on along and just enjoy the journey. Alrighty, in my big old mixer bowl, I have 2 sticks of nice soft butter and I have 3 cups of sugar. Go ahead, get that up and we'll get that mixing. I know, we just kind of cringe when we hear that 3 cups of sugar, right? Hey, like I always say, this is only made once a year, and that is why. Cream that up nice. All right, that looks just wonderful. All right, and now I'm gonna add 6 eggs, and I'm gonna add each of them one at a time. Start it on slow, and we'll just add one at a time. You just want to make sure that the addition of each one is well mixed in. This is the best way to do 1 egg at a time things. And most pound cakes do require this, especially some that are so old. This is over 100 years old, guys, this recipe. Yep. So when you have recipes like that and everybody in the family seems to really enjoy it, make sure that it continues on down that family line. Teach it to the younger children. Those of us who have sons and are married, teach it to your daughter-in-laws so that they'll have it someday when you're not here anymore to make it. All right, that looks absolutely perfect. The batter is looking really good. I'm going to put my dry ingredients together now, and then I'm going to put my wet ingredients together now, and then I'll show you what we're going to do after that. All right, to my 3 cups of flour, that's what you need in here, I'm going to add a ½ teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to add a ¼ teaspoon of baking soda. All right, just like that. And then I'll just give it a quick stir. You can put this through a sifter if you'd like to, but I'll tell you what, of all the about 25 years that I have been baking this pound cake, I have never sifted all these things together. I just kind of do this with a spoon just to make sure that everything is combined in there as best as possible. The mixer really takes care of it after that point, so it's all good. All right, I'll put that to the side. And now let's get our wet ingredients together. All right, right in here, I have 1 cup of sour cream. 1 cup of sour cream. And to that, I am gonna add a ½ cup of brandy. Apricot brandy. Look at that beautiful color. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, so, so beautiful. Just give it a little mix. And notice I'm doing this in a cup, a measuring cup, something with a little bit of a pour spout on it. It's kind of important. It helps the process along a little bit. All right, and to this, I'm gonna start adding some things. Let me show you my brandy bottle. This is the kind of brandy that I use. This is the same bottle. This bottle has been under our counter for probably 5 years. Yeah, it's a half a cup every year. So, you know, you don't have to buy the most expensive and you don't have to buy the cheapest either, just somewhere in between. And remember, it will last you for 5, maybe 6 pound cakes. All right, so here we go. All right, I need a teaspoon of vanilla, my favorite vanilla. Okay. And I need a half a teaspoon of lemon. There you go. And I need a 1/4 teaspoon of almond. I love almond extract. I love it. But that's all you need. You gotta be pretty strict with these flavorings because there's quite a few. And then, let's see, I got the orange in there and I got that. No, I didn't put the orange in, did I? Where the heck is the orange? Right in front of me. I'm holding on to it. And I need 1 teaspoon of orange. Where is my teaspoon? There it is. 1 teaspoon of orange. I'll have the recipe down below for you. Oh, I can smell that almond already. My goodness. And you need a half a teaspoon of rum extract. Rum extract. Oops. There we go. It's in. Everything's in. Oops, I dropped a bottle top on the floor. Excuse me. How graceful was that, huh? All right, hey, it happens. Oh, what happens in your kitchen too? All right, put all this away. All right, and now we'll mix it all up. It's beautiful. All right, everything is looking real good. I have my batter here in the mixer, all that good old butter and sugar and those 6 eggs. I have all my dry ingredients here, and then over here I have my wet ingredients. We're going to add the dry and the wet ingredients alternately to the mixer. Get that turned on. I'm gonna keep it on pretty low. I'm gonna go ahead and start with, just use a big spoon, just kind of like I'm doing right here, and just add little bits at a time. You don't want it flying up on you. All right. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of the wet. Let that get incorporated in there. And now a little bit of the dry again. Just like this. It's very, very easy. You know, people hear the word pound cake and they get a little scared. I used to. I get it. I understand. And a little bit of the wet. It's just steps. You just want to make sure that you take all the steps. Santa working for me again today. Ooh, look at him, he's eating some batter there. All right, and now I'm gonna add the rest of the flour. Look at that. Oops, dropped a little bit there. And the rest of the wet. That smells so good and looks so beautiful, doesn't it? Oh, it's creamy. The color is just gorgeous. And I have just made such a mess. Hey, it wouldn't be Darlene, right? It wouldn't be me if I didn't just like make a mess. But I do like to clean it up as soon as I can. As soon as I can. You know I always have that towel always on the ready. All right, so a little bit, just 1 super mix, and that's it. We don't want to overmix, just enough to make sure that all of your flour is incorporated in there. I'll take my, well, let's take this off first, okay? I'll be right back. All right, I wanted to spare you guys the wrestling match with the KitchenAid paddle. Of course I was gonna win. I told it. I said, you know, just give up. I'm gonna win. So anyway, the batter looks absolutely fabulous. I'm gonna pour it into our bundt pan and let's get started. All right, here is that beautiful, beautiful batter. Yeah, do make sure that you don't overmix it. That's probably the one thing that I would warn you carefully about. And you know, that's the same with anything, even a box cake mix, if you will. But yeah, this is looking just beautiful. Go in there with your little spatula, dig from the bottom, fold it over, make sure you got all the sugar and all that stuff. The mixer may or may not have gotten. Yes, you can do this with a stand mixer as well. All right, here is my bundt pan. It is all greased and floured. Please make sure you do a good job with this. Y'all know the bundt pan prayer, okay? It happens every time you pull your bundt pan out. You know what I'm talking about. All right, let's pour it in. Here we go. Just keep moving it around. Go in with your fancy little spatula and get out all the goodness in there. Don't leave a drop in there. Okay, you work too hard for this. Okay, I'm gonna turn it a little bit this way. Scrape it on the bottom here and just keep going until it's all out. This makes a pretty good sized bundt cake. It's dense. And oh, is it good? It is so, so good. It's rich. You can really taste that brandy flavor. But no, guys, that alcohol is going to bake right out of that. That is not an issue. It just isn't. All right. And there we go. Just smooth it out on top as best as you can. Oh, look at her. Isn't she gorgeous? Just beautiful. I'm gonna tap it just a few times. Any little bubbles you want to make sure come to the top, and then you can just make sure they're popped so that they don't bake into the cake. All right, I'm gonna put this in a 325 degree oven, and I'm gonna bake it for about 60 to 70 minutes. Now, like I always say, keep an eye on it. I'm gonna set my timer for 55 minutes, and I'll check it from there. I'll have this little cake tester. Can you see it? Yeah, there you go. Little cake tester. And I just stick it right down the middle there. And if it comes out with batter on it, it's not done. But if it comes out nice and clean, it's done. And you can take your bundt pan out. I'll see you in just a YouTube second. While my cake is in the oven, I thought I would take this opportunity to thank all of those who have recently come and subscribed to my channel. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here. It means a great deal to me. It truly does. And to any of those of you who may just be passing through and wondering a little bit about Super at 60, I welcome you here. And I would just love it if you would press the like button, press that subscribe button, and press that little bell and the on button so that you know when all of my notifications come out of new videos, and they do come out all the time. And thank you. Thank you very much for doing that. Well, I hope that you enjoyed my great-grandmother's 100-year-old Apricot Brandy Pound Cake. I'm kind of looking at it right behind me there. My kitchen smells so good today, and yours can smell this good too. You can try that great pound cake right behind me, and then let me know in the comments below if your family just loves it as well. I want to thank you so much for joining me and for being part of my Home Sweet Home Christmas Series 2021. I have had so much fun putting these videos together for you, each and every one of you. It means a lot to me that you join me each and every time and you leave such lovely comments, and it is such a tremendous encouragement, and I thank you so very, very much. And for right now, I'm gonna say to you, bye now, Lord bless, and I will see you in the next video coming real soon.